Well, welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. So, our next guest is getting us photo fresh, right? It's summertime, it's upon us in just weeks, a matter of weeks, y'all. And I think family pictures is just so important in general. But even if you can't have pictures for your family, it's great to have a photo shoot for yourself. Ha! For your social media, for your website, for your wall. We take all of these pictures and they go nowhere. It's really a shame. I'm excited. Our next guest, Sophia, is going to break it all down, how to turn photography into a business and also just build a beautiful feed. Welcome to the show, Sophia.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Sophia, so I am about to have a photo shoot done here in a week or so, a business one. So what perfect timing.
Yeah.
So you've been a photographer for some time now. With that being said, can we talk or can you tell me a little bit about natural light photography versus studio light? What is the difference?
So lighting is very important in photography, and most photographers either go with natural light or studio light photography. Personally, I mix both. Natural light photography is basically you shooting outdoors with ambient light or using whatever light you have available. Studio light photography is using flash, continuous light, or even a strobe. And the difference is the control, the amount of control you have on your lighting. When you're using studio light photography, like strobes, you're able to control your light however way you want it. There are different types of photographers. There are the photographers that like shooting in ambient light, and they call themselves natural light photographers. And there's some photographers that shoot strictly just studio using studio lighting. I use both. I balance both natural light and studio light photography.
Well, that is incredible. I love that you're a photographer. I work with photographers. Like Wendy was saying, I love not only family photography, but as a blogger, influencer, we do photo shoots so much, like every week, probably. It's fun, but
Yeah.
I know it's so essential when people are looking for a photographer. Your pictures are so beautiful. You have such a variety and incredible portfolio. I'm so impressed by what you've shot and your viewpoint. It's so unique and special. What can you teach us when we are looking to hire a photographer? What is something we need to look for?
I think the main thing for me is style. You have to look at what style your photographer is showing. There are some photographers that like posing their subjects more. There's some that are lifestyle photographers. I am 100% a poser. You know, I would pose you. You don't step in front of me without me posing you. It's not going to happen. So you have to look at their portfolio and make sure that their style matches exactly what you want. That's one. And two, you also have to look at the editing style. My editing style is bright and airy. So it means that, you know, if you want a moody type of photography, you need to basically look for a photographer that matches that style.
I also always wonder, there's actual photographers, like, for example, do you ever go as far as selecting like outfits, colors? I'd like to know a little bit more about that. That's something that I've always wondered if there are some photographers that take that extra step and do that for their clients for their photo sessions.
Yes. So for my studio, I do go through a consultation process. And what I do is that I ask, what are you wearing? So I can have a backdrop that kind of matches your outfit. Sometimes I also consult with stylists. And what they do is that they can bring your vision to life. They can point you to where to get the outfit that you want for that photo shoot. Um, every single photo session I do, I ask, you know, what are you wearing? How would you like to look? How would you like me to pose you? Do you have any inspirations? Um, yes, that's very important. I don't think you should show up on a set without actually knowing what your backdrop backdrop is going to look like or what your background is going to look like.
Sophia, just from a business perspective, talk a little bit about how you got into the industry and kind of who your mentors were along the way. With your work, it's so aesthetically pleasing. What tips do you have also for people just really looking to kind of really get into the business and make it more than just a hobby?
Okay, well, my start was kind of interesting. I had just graduated from college and I moved out to Midland and I had absolutely nothing to do after. And there's right now there's a whole lot to do in Midland, but I would get home from work and I'm so bored. I was like, what else can I do? And a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, was like, go get a camera. Like, just go out there, buy a camera, and just start shooting. The advice I can give to upcoming photographers is to like stay consistent. Just keep shooting, keep practicing, and keep going out there. You would eventually get better. And then also figure out your why, like why are you doing this? And is it, to capture beautiful pictures? You're passionate about this. You have to figure out why you want to be a photographer.
Thank you, Sophia. You're so beautiful. You could be in front of the camera. You can do both, girl. You can do both.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are. You're so beautiful and so wise. Like knowing your why in the beginning, that is truly what is going to sustain any business. So I just love that you do that. And Natalie, I completely agree. She should be in front of it to be growing.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful. I bet your kids are gorgeous as well. But I just want to thank you, Sophia, for coming on the show. And I just want you guys to stay tuned because we're about to check in with Christy Primer. She is here, the prime time. Literally prime time. She is such a powerhouse and she's sharing how you can crush it.